This is the game. We have to go by it. Diversity of nationalities, of interest, Dubai. It's like a platform to test. It facilitates your time. It saves you time, efforts. People want everything in one place, one spot. That's magic. That's the tricky thing. And more precise and more beneficial. That's the key.
Welcome back to Habibi. Dubai's door is open. In 2 days episode, we're thrilled to have with us our marketing director, Karim Al Araoui. Karim has been instrumental in the shaping the brand and outreach the strategies of PSI, bringing the innovation ideas to the forefront. We are excited to dive into his marketing insight and the secrets behind our success. Welcome, Karim. Karim, would you please share with us your journey in marketing and what leads you to join PSI Real Estate?
Excellent question. I've been thinking myself a long time, like, what am I doing here and why did I choose marketing? It's simply because it's people-oriented and people buy from people. And it starts from a personal behavior, like whether you're promoting your own things, your smartphone, your clothes, things that you possess and that you enjoy, promoting it to your friends and relatives. So we are marketeers, believe it or not. Each one of us, we are marketeers.
I agree.
So regardless, where did I start my career? I started as a developer, software engineer in the tech world, consultant, technical consultant, you name it. But then when I discovered like marketing and advertising, I said like, wait a minute. There's something that fits my energy, it fits my character. It's not like I'm doing a job. I'm just being myself and I'm being paid for it. So
It sounds good that being yourself and at the end you're paid for.
Exactly.
It's really nice.
Just be yourself.
Got you.
Enjoy what you're doing. Give the best out of it. Impose your character, your messaging, your vision, your tactics, your strategy, and conveying the right message for the right people at the right time, at the right place. This is marketing, regardless the industry. That after 18 years of experience.
18 years of experience.
Exactly, in the corporate world. So in a nutshell, that's something that's bringing joy to me, and definitely I'm sharing it with the team. And this is like my previous colleagues and my acquaintances and the network that I have in the corporate world. They all remember me based on that, based on the energy and the passion that I share with them that will make their journey, their business grow in the most proficient way and fun way. Why did I choose PSI?
Yes, one of the most important.
You mean beside having charming women here with us? And, okay. No, it's I like to join the best team possible. The really disruptive people in the industry, people that will make a change, they are a game changer after all. Let's talk frankly. And they know what's going on. They know how to handle the changes, the trends in the market. It's versatility, adapting to the changes, not being obsolete, not being like dinosaurs, like following the game. After all, like, don't blame the game or don't blame the player, blame the game. So they are within the game and they are doing their things correctly. And this is something that will add value into my path, my career, my deliverables, my remit. So A and B, they are aligned. So let's go for it. And I went for it and I'm doing it. And I hope
that sounds good. That's
it
really,
will last
really
as long
sounds
as
good.
it needs.
This is really sounds good. And we always open up for the new ideas, especially when it comes to the marketing.
Of course.
For us at the end, you know, I'm a sales manager at the end as well over here, apart from the podcast that we do. But at the end, we always open up for the new ideas. So we need people like you that can add more values in term to grow our business, in term to attract more clients, in term for the brand awareness and all of the things.
Exactly. Anything you think of, like anything that comes to your mind, it has to have like ideas. Ideas, which means solutions for certain concerns, problems, or something that's already running, but you need to optimize it.
I totally
Because
agree.
that's the law of evolution that applies to all of us. Regardless what you do, we are humans. We need to evolve. We need to get the best.
I agree.
Marketing-wise, cutting costs, more ROI or return on marketing investment.
Okay.
You name it. But we need to evolve. We need to grow more. We need to get better solutions. So ideas are essential. It's not about getting new ideas. It's about implementing them,
Okay.
executing them
I agree.
efficiently,
Yes.
most subtle way, in the most efficient way, as simple as that.
Okay.
And PSI, they are applying it and they are welcoming those ideas.
I agree.
And they encourage people who come up with new ideas. It's not always should be by the book.
Exactly.
or 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Nah,
That's good.
but
Academically,
1 plus 1 equal 2.
need-
This is not even working even in sales or in marketing.
You need-
Sometimes 1 plus 1 equal 10.
exactly. Not all the things are rational.
I agree.
In business, especially in marketing, if your ideas, if the things that you bring to the table is gonna scare the management or scare the people you work with or make them laugh, like extremes, black or white, then it's something gonna hit.
I agree.
It's gonna hit really big.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you don't impress them or if you don't shake an inch in them, then it's something that maybe someone else is applying it or is already there, which means you're just a number, which means
Exactly.
you will not evolve. There's nothing growing.
One more thing. The AI right now have a really affect a lot of things in terms of the marketing, in terms of a lot of domains, a lot of industry. So what do you think about you involving the AIs right now in terms of figure out the new information? I don't know what you guys in marketing says, but the AI have a really a big impact nowadays. So what do you think about it? Is the AI will replace you one day, like I will be talking to an AI computer, for example, or what do you think about it?
Nothing will replace the human being after
I
all,
agree with
but
this.
it can support the person as much as it can.
Okay.
And it's a very long journey. Okay, some people, they say the future is near. We are living already in the future.
I agree.
But us human, we come number one when it comes to mindset, decision making, because it includes emotions. It includes this X factor, which is this human factor that make the decision better than the other one. AI, it makes things easier for us when it comes to the repetitive Monday load of work.
Okay.
It does the donkey work, it does the leg work, it
Okay.
does a lot of things while we are focusing on something else, as if it gives us a certain template and we just amend it or we tweak it or we twist it and then we add our signature, and then it's inevitable. As I said previously, we have to follow the trends, we have to follow the game. AI is everywhere, everybody's using it on a certain extent. It has ethics, it has limitation, it has compliance, etc., etc.
Okay.
We should use this. It's inevitable whether we like it or not, but we should know how to use it and how to channel it towards which efforts in
Okay.
order to serve us. Sales, marketing, business, etc., you name it.
Okay.
It's always how to use it. Knowledge is good, but character it comes number one. Character, which means decision making, which means how to use those tools, AI,
Okay.
robotics, or machine learning.
Okay, Karim, what do you think about the trends in the market nowadays? Especially the competition is really high, and how this could help us and PSI in order to grow. As you know, Dubai is one of the biggest domain right now in real estate.
The way I see it is like basically people follow existing trends.
Okay.
They go for it and then they follow the herd, as we say, and they feel themselves normal because, hey, we're doing something that everybody's doing it, so we are doing our job correctly. That's one part of the thing. The other thing is like you should create your own trend. And once you create your own trend, people will start following you. So
Okay.
we shifted the attention. Strategy is different. Instead of you being alongside those people as a circle looking at this focal point, you'll be the focal point.
Okay.
The good thing about Dubai, and it give it, or UAE, and this is something that this nation give it to us on a silver plate, that is cosmopolitan. It has diversity of nationalities, of interest, behavior, you name it, everything revolving around it. So that saved time and effort for us in our messaging and in our way how we are chasing the audience globally. So Dubai or UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, it's like a platform to test, to always test and optimize, which is giving us the ideal or right answer. How are we expanding and the reach of our expansion?
Okay.
If I want to give a metaphor and to summarize it, let's say PSI is like that mobile app in the palm of your hand, and then you have everything, and once it's like a one-stop shop. It's like one pit stop that you don't need anything else. It serves your needs, it facilitates your time, it saves you time, efforts, everything. It's the right investment, it's the right tool or the right partner that will make your business journey easier and more precise and more beneficial.
Okay.
As simple as that. Instead, because nowadays everything is click of a button.
I agree with you.
Everybody wants their how can I say, everybody wants like the liberty to do multiple of things in a very short time. People are sick and tired of like chasing entities from here and from here and from here. And you can see it in B2C, B2B, and everything revolving around them. People want everything in one place, one spot where they can have full visibility and full control, so they can decide their journey. And we are providing that, as simple as that. And once we are aligned with this audience, with their mindset, eventually, they will sit with us. They are already sitting with us, so we can serve them better and better.
Okay. طب Karim, in your opinion, nowadays, how important the digital marketing
A lot.
are impacting our real estate industry?
A lot. The good thing about digital marketing, look, everything is, there's something called digital transformation.
Digital transformation. What did that means of digital transformations?
It's purely letting the industries and the corporate world focusing on something more measurable,
Okay.
something related to the real live data acquisition,
Okay.
dashboards, reporting, insights, figures happening in real time, measuring them, optimizing them, acquiring them.
Okay.
So digital transformation is this journey or this trip or this world or this universe that will connect not A to B, A to Z.
A to Z.
All the letters.
Okay. So Karim, how the consumer behavior is being changed before the digital marketing implemented the system nowadays, and previously was like, you know, the billboards and all of the thing, and especially even after the COVID, the whole platforms and everything went to the digital marketing. So how the consumer behavior nowadays is impacting our domain?
Excellent question. Before digital marketing, which is a long way back, things used to be like word of mouth, ink on paper, you name it, something very slow and something that you cannot measure that quickly and that much, which is can affect any business when it comes to the deliverables. But once digital marketing dominated the whole planet, it's something that it serves both ends.
Okay.
As a consumer behavior, it gave them more trust, more comfort, and better decision making into choosing what do they want and how far they want to go.
Okay.
Reviews, testimonials, easy access to figures, data, everything in the palm of their hand or on a screen in front of them is something that make them decide better. Hence, give us more info in a quick way or in a swift way. Digital marketing is something that we can measure it. So whatever you spend, you can get exactly, debatable, but exactly what you're spending for as a return on investment. The tricky thing is the person sitting behind the screen, which you call it consumer.
Exactly.
Some of the things, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you're targeting a certain investor, okay? You need to target him on a certain channel, B2B, he's on LinkedIn, etc., etc. Or in reality, there is a personal assistant for him, which is she's much more younger than him, and she uses different platforms, and she has other connections. She mingles with other people. She gets opinions from other people related to her interest, her behavior. She come up with a certain decision, and she gave this line manager or the person she's working for la crème de la crème, or in a nutshell, what's needed. And he fully trusted her. So the tricky thing is like you're tackling two personas, two mentalities. The old school guy.
The old school one and the new one.
And the new one. So it's like this hybrid mode, how to make both of them smile, or how to convince her into tackling my exact message that I want to target his mindset. That's magic. That's the tricky thing.
That's the trick.
And there's a lot of elements included in that, a lot of art included in that, a bit of luck, and a lot of research, a lot of optimization, a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing in order to reach that. But eventually everything has common points at a certain extent, a certain percentage that you can see it across all entities. Hope for the best and plan for the worst. That's my slogan. That's my motto.
Got you. So do you think that marketing, let's say, actually affecting people's choice?
Of course.
Of everything.
Look, marketing is as simple as that. You're inviting to a gala dinner, all right? Marketing is like, what are you wearing? Your style, your appearance, choice of colors, positioning, where you want to stand at that dinner, at the middle table, at the edge, at the bar.
Okay.
Decide the location. It's like the strategy is like, where do you want to go?
Okay.
The tactics, it will help you go to that destination.
Agree.
Are the tools. So comms is like the messaging, the language, not necessarily the language, but like the messaging, the logic,
message that you
the flow
deliver.
that you want to seduce or persuade those people at the right time, at the right place. There's a certain excellent time or ideal time where you should approach those people and send your message.
Okay.
It's gonna win, you're gonna win, it's gonna work or not.
Okay.
So it depends on that moment. You cannot say it at the beginning. No, you cannot say it.
Got you.
Some people they call you or they tell you, Wajdi, I want to sit with you. I want to tell you something. They tell you A, B, C, D, but point E, the last one is the thing that
I needed.
they are calling you for
the
that.
core thing.
They kept it at the end.
Got it.
So marketing and comms, it's exactly where you are standing in that dinner and whom you're targeting, which audience and why,
Okay.
and how they should all be aligned. Because if you read between the lines, sometimes you can say something to that person and then you're sure that he's gonna convey it to the other one in his own way.
In his own way. Okay.
Which is better that if I approach him directly.
Got you.
So
sometimes you targeting like subconsciously, not consciously, in order to make him take the decision, whatever
there is
you
no
want it
template.
for.
There is no template. There is no formula. It depends on the moment, on the audience, on the market, on whom you're targeting, because the only constant nowadays is change, and everything changed.
And fast. It's not
fast.
It's really fast.
And you have to be fast. Otherwise, you're out of the train.
But one more thing. Country or like UAE, especially like Dubai, it's a multicultural people. Like
Excellent.
We have 100 people.
Thank you, Dubai.
From everywhere. How you can attract, like for example, the European mentality different than Arab mentality different. You and me are actually different. So how you can attract this diversity of people together in order to make them make the right decision, for example?
That's a very long topic. I don't want to say
Cut it short, just in recap.
So let's say Dubai is the focal point or the center point.
Yes.
And all those cosmopolitan people coming from all those countries that are the circles.
Exactly.
They are looking at that center. Instead of you standing behind them, you should be standing behind this focal point.
Okay.
So ipso facto, they will be looking at you. As simple as that.
That's it.
That's the key. They came here for a reason.
Definitely. I agree with this.
They've done 80% of the effort. They came here. So that show them what do they need. It's always about people. What do they need? Serve their needs. There's always a need behind any behavior you can ever imagine. If you serve those needs and if you give them something that will that's a shortcut that will save them time and effort and everything, you've done the job.
I'm done the job.
Done.
And
this is where you should be positioned.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can, I don't want to say sell them, but you can propose whatever you want to propose them that will serve their needs. And everything is connected.
Okay.
Nothing is wasted. If it's not used now, it can be used or invested later.
Okay, got you.
So it needs patience. Name of the game, patience. Observe, observe, observe. Perception.
Okay.
Then job is done.
So Karim, I don't want to go more into a technicality. I know it's really confidential for you, but Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat have a different impact for people. So how this will, which client do you think that we can attract from which platform? Which platform is much more better than the other platform, or there is nothing called this? There is nothing called like this. It's based on whatever, I don't know, just you're the expert over here.
Of course, there's nothing like the best platform. It depends like whom you're targeting and their interest, their behavior. So each platform has its own audience, preferences, people who follow it, people who enjoy the content on it. So we have to abide by the rules. We have to go with those best practices. Speaking of best practices, also governmental circulars and rules, terms and conditions, we have to abide by them like in a very strict manner. We have to respect those rules. We have to respect, this is the game. We have to go by it. We have to go for it. There are things that you love to do. There are things that you should do. It should be done 100%, 101% done, completed. The thing that you love to do and to experiment, which is like the marketing thing. As I said previously, some trends you have to follow and some trends you have to create your own trends. Why not disruptive, be a game changer. It might take time, it might take a lot of effort, a lot of experiment, but nothing is impossible. But as I said, to summarize it, go by the rules, strict rules, go by them, do them exactly. There's something called the marketing and even in sales, by the way. If someone or a department couldn't add something plus, at least they shouldn't add something minus, least damage possible. Cutting cost, cutting penalties, you name it, least damage, at least keep it neutralized so you can start thinking or working on increasing the pace, increasing revenue, increasing awareness, reach, productivity, return on investment, etc., etc.
But nowadays, there is a new rules by Dubai Land Department.
There is always rules.
Always rules, but the new rules right now, they make it very strict in order for the social media campaigns. So would you share with us some examples? I know you are in marketing, I'm in sales. So even if I want to do a marketing for a certain project, supposed to have something called the project number, those things, in order to make the marketing not more tight, but at least not fraud ads.
Exactly.
You understand? To make it very transparent market,
trustful, more credibility, more trust for investors.
So how this adding value to us and what we supposed to do?
It is adding value. This is why. That's the second time I said in this podcast. Thank you, Dubai. Thank you, UAE. Those terms, those rules, those conditions, those best practices, it's a must. It's an eye-opener. It's insightful. It's serving us, by the way. It's a two-way street.
Help you.
It is helping us.
Exactly.
It is helping us. As an audience, if they see us going or abiding by those rules, they know that it's hey, those people, they got validated by government, for example, which means they've done their test, they succeeded. So it's the way that you look at it, it's a win-win situation.
For the content for us, you mean?
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's a win-win situation. Maybe sometimes when those rules or when those rules change, it might be a little bit more work for us to go change and respect those new best practices. But hey, it's we're here to do our job. As simple as that. So
I agree.
it's the end result what matters the most. As simple as that.
I agree. The best thing is that as in digital marketing, as in marketing keep updated nowadays, UAE as well. UAE is updating on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, because as you know that even my podcast is called Habibi's Dubai's Door is Open. That means they always open the door, but with the term and regulations in order for both, as you just mentioned right now, it's win-win situation for both sides.
Exactly.
So this is adding value to,
of course,
to you, to me, to the consumer himself, in order to choose the right decision, to go for the right property, whatever it is going through. This is.
Let's give you an example of a real estate. Let's say Dubai. It's a big mansion, big house, and we are guests in this house, and they are treating us as if we are really part of this mansion, like family members. We have to respect the rules.
Agree.
So there will be harmony in this mansion. Everybody's aligned.
There's something I heard before they said, or actually I had a discussion with someone before. I told him Dubai is, it's not a country.
It's not a
country.
Okay.
Dubai, it's a company. And the CEO, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid himself. Why? Because the company is always seeking to improve itself and seeking to figure out what Karim need, what Wagdi need, what we need in order to make it more and more efficiency, successful, improving more. So what do you think about this? The Dubai, it's basically a very organized thing, a very organized country.
Look, as what makes a nation or a country the best or ideal? It's the group of families in it. In every family, it has a bunch of individuals. And to label a country or a nation that being really great and ideal and proficient, it has to start within the family itself. From the family members, from the parents to the siblings, etc., etc. Nature versus nurture. If they are really raised properly on the right path, so family after family after family, this area there, it will provide something good to its nation, to its country. Then you expand the compass, and then eventually or exponentially the whole country or the whole nation, it will reflect all the efforts and all the beneficial things or the productive things or the positive things that those family that are doing it.
I agree.
Going back to the example of Dubai, it's like a big company. Anything without order, without discipline, without being pragmatic, without being disciplined or systematic or methodological, it will fail because people are emotional creatures and they have desires, they have necessity, and character from character to character. If you need something, you'll go get it, and then that's a long subject of humanity after all. But it needs always, people need always something that will put them on the right track. It will guide them, give them insight, give them knowledge, facilitate their journey so we can bring the best out of them so they can spread what? Consistency, positiveness, harmony, synergy with each other. So take it for example, if the parents, like the father of a certain family, if he's a CEO or he's like a managing director, he will treat his kids as, I don't want to say employee, but he will raise them in a way that everything should be disciplined. So academically they'll be better. He'll invest more in them to make them the best in society. So if you take Dubai as a big example, as a big company, treating expats and people living there in Dubai or in UAE to be in that way, which means this small example that I just explained, it's like on a micro level, it's the same but on a macro level. So adding discipline, adding the best insights. Any service UAE is sharing with the audience or people living here. Everything has a price, everything has a cost, but everything has a value for it. It will make their life easier, a journey better. 5-minute thing to finish one of the best application or processes.
Yeah.
They can downsize it to 2 minutes because they know people are busy doing things. Best practices, there's tons of examples. I can only remember one of those, but I can never recall something that will make me wait while doing something in Dubai. Everything
there's
is
nothing
easy.
make you wait over here. Everything
Nothing.
is super easy.
You have all the solutions. It depends on your character what you choose.
Exactly.
Metro, taxi, this lane, this highway, this area, etc.
Having always an options.
All the options.
Always
it depends
have
on your
options.
character. So if you want to blame something, blame yourself.
Exactly.
Ask yourself those questions because all the options are there.
Are available.
You have to choose.
So Karim, as a marketing director in PSI and someone like you have like almost 18 years of experience in marketing, what is the advice that you will give it to the people right nowadays, the marketeer in the market? Especially we find a lot of people, they do a different or a weird type of marketing. So, and it's really funny. So what is your advice?
For you to be a marketeer, you have to be yourself 100%. It's about the character, not the knowledge. Knowledge, I mean by knowledge, is like something academic, like what you study about the marketing. That's one thing, good for you, but you have to have a very passionate character, a very twisted character. I mean it, twisted. And people that are hired, they should be crazy. They should be
out of the box. That's
out of the box. There should be a question mark. They should be because marketing is creativity, and creativity, you have to exceed those boundaries that usually human beings or people, they create their own boundaries, and it should not exist in people related to marketing. Because in order for you to understand the mentality, the mindset of the audience, you have to be them. And I always work in delta, which means a triangle, 3 points, 3 dots. First one, marketeer, the best practice of marketing. Second one, the audience. And it's a never-ending personas, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the third point, the common sense, objective person, not subjective. Common sense, rational, pragmatic, logical.
Okay.
So 3 of them, delta. And in the middle, that will give spices like plus and minus. Plus and minus is something irrational, something really irrational, something purely intuitive, something purely twisted, crazy. And that's what will fuel up those 3 points. So you get the data from those 3 points. As a decision making, I make it filtered with this center that connects those 3 dots in this triangle, and then I come out with synthèse, or like with my output. This is my way, by the way. But as a marketeer, there's no formula, there's no template. Always trial and error.
Formula. There is nothing that you have to follow.
No, trial and error. I prefer experienced people more than people who studied more or have more like
for your let's say for your point of view is the more experienced people better than the one they read the books or they have the education.
Yeah, by the book, I love it, I respect it, but experienced people, they have this X factor that will
the spicy that you was
that will
about.
flip the table, and then eureka, you can see the light coming out of it. As
Sounds
simple
good.
as that. So for all marketeers, let them be themselves. If someone control them or if someone hinder their progress with a lot of restriction, they cannot be creative. They'll be like accountants or finance, 1 + 1 = 2. That's not healthy, that's not productive. Let them be themselves, because their job is to bring colors to some of the dark corners.
Yeah, this is
in our
actually I'm
industry.
doing with your team, by the way. When it comes to the doing a marketing campaign for any project, I'm not involving myself. I'm giving the whole idea. Like, this is the project, this is what I want, this is the customer that I'm looking for. Do whatever you want. The most important thing for me, because I believe that the marketing and the sales are in same circle. You cannot separate both of them. We as in sales people, without you guys, we're not gonna get our client. And you without us guys, we're not gonna get the
It's
product.
the sword and shield.
Exactly.
Marketing and sales.
So I'm
sword
giving
and shield.
them like,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. Use any platform.
Marketing, they should make you either cry or scared or laugh.
Okay.
If it's neutral, then the plan is
The plan is bye bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's doing it, so we're just a number. So
Got you. Thanks so much, Karim, for being with us today. It was a really decent and nice conversation. A lot of valuable information that you provided for us today. We'll bring you once more again to more technicality that you did not share it with us today, by the way. But we will have you once again with us.
You'll have to sign an NDA, but
Don't worry, we will do. Thank you so much for being with us.
Pleasure.
Thank you for being
Pleasure.
part from our lovely podcast. Thank you, Karim,
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to all our viewers for joining us on Habibi Dubai's Door is Open. If you found this episode insightful, please like and subscribe and share our YouTube channel for more and exciting content. Until next time, stay safe. Ma as-salam.